Now, our next guest is acting royalty, a legend of the big screen with hits from Breaker Morant to Two Hands.
And now Bryan Brown set to receive one of Australia's highest screen accolades.
He's one of the country's most loved actors.
Oh, hello, Dale. One of the new guys. First day on the job and he rips me off 10 grand.
A fixture on our screens since the 70s.
I'm going to find out the grand secret.
Breaker Morant was Bryan Brown's first major movie role that got him noticed overseas. Emmy and Golden Globe nominations followed. In 1988, he starred alongside Tom Cruise in Cocktail.
Essential technique of bartending. Less is more.
Then there was Gorillas in the Mist with Sigourney Weaver.
Do you think I'm weird?
Yes, I do, absolutely, without question.
Whether it's romance,
I'm Luke O'Neill.
action, or one epic adventure,
A cattle station is like a country. And you have no one to look after it.
he can do it all.
I congratulate Bryan Brown.
This is really a surprise. Did everyone else turn it down?
What isn't a surprise is Bryan's fondness for making movies at home, seen here in last year's Australia Day.
It'll be all right.
But one of his most iconic roles was playing a gangster in Two Hands opposite Heath Ledger.
Dropped him with an uppercut, I hear.
Yeah.
At 71 years of age, Bryan Brown showing no signs of slowing down.
Trust me, I plan on being around for ages yet.
He'll be presented with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the AACTAs next week.
And Bryan Brown joins us now. Welcome.
Thanks. How are you?
The floor manager's... I'm all right. How are you? The floor manager's calling you Mr. Brown. Would you like to sit down? You are royalty in this country.
Well, that's really good because I get no respect at home. It's brilliant.
Is it hard? Look, we just saw that setup story. It's hard to squeeze all your movies into one, one package. Can you pick a favourite?
Well, look, I've done a lot of movies and I've enjoyed them all. But when I think about it, if someone had said to me when I was a young bloke, where would you turn 40? I would never have said on the top of a mountain in Africa, in a country called Rwanda, surrounded by a bunch of gorillas. Right? That would never have been anything I could ever have thought that could be in my life. And with I did Gorillas in the Mist with Sigourney Weaver, and that experience of being with mountain gorillas for 2 weeks, 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, was extraordinary. And only 4 of us were allowed to be up there. Sigourney, myself, the DP and the focus puller. Michael AACTA, the director, couldn't even be there.
Wow.
And so that sort of experience where you think you may die on the first day and you don't, and then you get to be enthralled by what's happening around you with these extraordinary animals. Wow. That just doesn't happen to you.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
That was
like
amazing. Hey, when you said if someone had told you as a kid, you're actually a trainee actuary for the AMP.
I studied to be an actuary.
A finance nerd.
Yeah. No, I love maths, I loved maths when I was growing up.
Really?
Hated English.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I didn't get English. I didn't get Shakespeare. I didn't get the books we were supposed to read. It was like, I guess impatience. Like, how can you sit down and read a book when you're a bloke from the suburbs? I'd rather be running around the swamps and all that sort of stuff. So that sort of area, I couldn't be involved in as a young man. But I've spent 45 years of my life involved in English, in English language.
So exactly, how did this because you deliver lines so beautifully, you are so natural at it. How did that happen that you actually fell in love with words and speech?
Well, I think I fell in love with words once I got involved in acting, and that made me start to read plays and books. I hadn't read a book until I was 25, and I bought a book called Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee by D. Brown, which was about the American Indians in America and their lives. And I was in the back of a van. I had a van driving all over Europe with a mate, for like the Aussies do, before I started knocking on doors, telling everyone I was an actor. And getting them to believe it. But that, it was like it opened up this world. This book opened up world. So that started me reading in a big way. But I think, I stumbled into acting because of a drama club at the AMP. I don't know if these big companies have all this. They had snooker clubs, film clubs, drama clubs.
Wow.
So is the snooker club, did that help in your acting career at all?
No, well, I didn't join the snooker club. I wasn't good
Join
enough.
the acting club.
I joined the
Wow.
acting club to find out about it, you know.
There has been a lot of acting in the AMP in recent years, but
A
it's
lot.
a totally different story.
Man.
Speaking of books,
Yeah.
Thornbirds.
Yeah, big one.
A great movie. You
Yeah.
fell in love on the set of the Thornbirds.
Yeah, no, I went over to America to do the Thornbirds, and you know, this pretty sharp-looking Sheila grabbed me by the throat and wouldn't let me go.
Hang on, is it true you read her palm?
Yeah.
Said she was going to have 3 children?
Yeah, I actually have
I
the
would be
photo.
with you.
Someone took a photo where I'm holding her hand, and I'm reading, and I don't know, I'd seen it somewhere where the number of lines would say how many children. So we're chatting, and I'm holding her hand, and I'm going, you know, 3 lines, you're going to have 3 children. We got 3 children.
You're a smoothie.
He is a sweetie, isn't he?
Like, you can only learn that in the Western suburbs.
Listen, you're about to get the Lifetime Achievement Award. Just, how's that?
Well, I think it's a great honour, and I think the word lifetime is what's interesting. There is, like, you know, I remember my first movie and the first day of walking up to King's Cross to the place where I was going to be taken out to shoot this movie, and like going, I'm going to do a movie. I mean, that excitement. So to actually think that I've actually done a few and it's 40 years later, it's sort of pretty good.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's good to be a survivor.
Yeah.
You know. Well, you know all about that, Dave.
Yeah. I keep getting reminded about it every day. So well deserved, Bryan Brown.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Very nice of you.
Now, the AACTA Awards are on Channel 7 at 8:30 p.m. next Wednesday, December the 5th. Thank you, Bryan Brown.